To spare, let's talk leadership in the NBA. Kenny, who would you say are the best leaders on the floor in the league?
Wow. Well, obviously, the great in the San Antonio Spurs with his leadership with Greg Popovich. They're the top of the list. You know, I also like Kevin Durant. You know, Kevin Durant's leadership is probably unparalleled or underrated, I would say, from
oh, say does that star-spangled banner yet wave o'er the land of the free?
We've got an electric crowd here in Golden State's Oracle Arena. We'll see the Cleveland Cavaliers facing the... Glad to have you with us for more NBA action. I'm Kevin Harlan, and here with me today, Clark Kellogg and Greg Anthony. All fueled up and ready to go. Brought to you by Gatorade. Let's check out who's on the floor. On the court for Cleveland, Kyrie Irving and J.R. Smith at the guard set. LeBron forward position, and it's Thompson in at the pivot spot, manning the middle. And so it's the Warriors getting on the board first. And it is flushed down with a nice jam.
You know, he might be small for a center, but it doesn't really matter because he can jump out of the building.
Here's Curry.
You know, the Cavs last season won a bunch of games, but they had to fight for a lot of them. They often would fall behind early or dig a big hole and have to fight their way out of it.
And here's Cleveland. Love kicks to Smith. It's stolen by Bogut. And we have an intentional foul there, G.A. Wish I could say why.
That one's pretty strange. I mean, no idea what got into his head right there.
Now here's Curry. A shot by Thompson, and no one's around. From outside, off the mark.
Rare you'll see him miss such an open look.
It's LeBron with the drive. Here's Irving. Draymond Green with the rebound.
Well, I think the defense got lucky right there. I mean, he's going to make a lot more of those than he misses when he's got that much room.
Green, the screen, and he gets the bucket. Thompson's got himself going there. His first points of the game on the deep ball.
Excellent feed from Steph Curry.
Pulls from the top of the key. Once again off the mark by Cleveland.
And honestly, not real happy with the shot selection on that one.
Yeah, clearly a brain fade there. He's got to be a little smarter in his choice making. There's a chance he could have a big game if they don't D him up more tightly on the perimeter.
And here is LeBron. Harrison Barnes getting it to go from deep, and Thompson sends it back. We're just about 2 minutes into the first quarter. Barnes kicks to Green. Stolen by Thompson. And Irving with a clear path to the hoop. It's good, the assist that time from Smith.
Just a great job of attacking on the break.
Yeah, you know, exploding to the basket like that, Greg, just as soon as that ball was going the other way, that's exactly how you want to do it.
And that one's good.
They got themselves in front with some outstanding shooting right off the bat.
It's been a complete technical dominant performance out here. They are in a zone.
Now let's find out what head coach Steve Kerr had to say to Doris Burke. Doris?
He said that the key to the game will be how well they defend Kyrie Irving, adding he's shown himself to be one of the premier point guards in the game already. Whether it's passing, shooting, or penetrating, we need our guys in the backcourt to really get up into him, and our bigs need to be ready to bring help. Guys, you can bet that Irving will be their focus defensively.
Great. Thanks for the report, Doris.
A temporary lapse of focus from him on that turnover. It's embarrassing, but on occasion it does happen.
And the Warriors put the ball in Thompson's hands a lot more last season. He ran the pick and roll and attacked the rim, taking more advantage of his size and ball handling ability at that off-guard position. And you know what? You allow a guy to get right to the rim like that, that's your only option.
Yeah, exactly. I mean, free throws are always better than a layup, so I'd agree with you there, Greg.
Matthew Dellavedova has checked in for Irving. Well, Greg, for an uptick in his free throw attempts and his assists, and Clark, a reflection of his activity with the ball in his hand.
He's a complete player, terrific offensive player, outstanding defensively as well, and what I like about him is he never lacks for confidence. He stays aggressive at both ends of the floor.
Amon Shumpert's checked in for J.R. Smith. Curry wide open. And again, it's the Warriors missing. The Cavaliers trail by 7. Out of bounds, Golden State takes possession. And some changes here for the Warriors. Spates checked in for Bogut. And it's Iguodala in for Harrison Barnes. And Cleveland with a change here too. Fry's checked in.
Most of the time, that shot will go down. Boy, the defenders have to make sure they tag it.
No good from Fry.
The defense ready for him on that possession. They had to be because he is so strong in the paint.
Baseline J on the way. No good on the shot. A bit long that time. For Cleveland, they've gone 2 of 6 from the field. Here's James. That falls. Great assist by Love.
Just reliable, guys. He's just always trying to make the right play.
Warriors leading by 5.
Boy, I tell you, the Warriors did something that no other team had ever done before. They ended the regular season ranked first in field goal percentage and field goal percentage defense. Essentially, they were the best offensive and defensive team in the league. Remarkable.
It's 3-on-3 on the fast break. And the rejection by James. Wallace with it, and Curry picks him up defensively. Love dishes to Shumpert. Back to Love. In the corner, it's James. Love up top, 5 to shoot. Cleveland needs to get a shot off here. Fry, and he hits it just before the shot clock expires. Last season for the Warriors really dominated from beginning to end to lead the league and Greg, both offensive and defensive efficiency.
And Kevin, a lot of people knew the Warriors were good at offense. I mean, but they've been equally as good defensively over the past few seasons, kind of flying under the radar for whatever reason. Not the case going forward.
And the Warriors decide to take their first time out here.
And for Kevin Love last season, he didn't want to be called a stretch 4, but the numbers suggest he was exactly that. Nearly 1 out of every 2 shots he took was from 3, a much higher ratio than at any other time in his career.
Some changes. Festus Ezeli, he's jacked in for Draymond Green. Barbosa comes in for Klay Thompson. And it's Livingston in for Curry. And Cleveland with a change here too. Mozgov, he's checked in for Kevin Love. .105 left to play in the first. Livingston, that's good. As Greg was talking about Clark, back to Love, it wasn't his choice to camp out from 3 last year. It was designed that way to create operating space for both LeBron and Kyrie.
Yeah, and you think about it, it's hard to ask a successful post player not to play to his strengths, but Love made the sacrifice, and I don't think he gets enough credit for that, Kevin.
And there's Barbosa. That's good on the assist by Iguodala.
I love the ball movement there. He put that on a silver platter. Just served him up.
And Fry kicks to Dellavedova. Foul call that time on the way up. That'll give him 2 chances at the free throw line here.
Well, I tell you what, it was a really strong year for the Cavs. 53 wins for them, good for the 6th best mark in team history. A lot of those wins also came against the West, making it even more impressive.
Cavs were very strong against the West. 18-12 record for them overall, second only to the Hawks in the East.
And they really turned it on against the West from mid-January on. How about going 14-1 in the West in their last 15 matchups, and that included a 10-game win streak against the West.
Brandon Rush, who's checked in for Maurice Spates.
Substitution for the Warriors, Brandon Rush.
.32 seconds left to play in the first quarter. Rush the pass to Livingston. At the top of the key, Iguodala. That drops, and it comes off the assist from Livingston. Iguodala. Has got his first points in this one. The Cavaliers trail by 7. Stolen by Barbosa. And now running up the court, Barbosa pushing it up. Azili kicks to Barbosa. Again, Golden State. That'll be a 5-second call. The dish to Iguodala. And another basket for Golden State.
And it's like raining buckets right now. I wonder if this is the early stages of a blowout.
Well, we've got to be careful. Don't want to get ahead of ourselves just yet. But it has been pretty ugly so far, no doubt about that.
Here's Livingston. He got it up. And as we conclude the first quarter, a one-sided game so far. Warriors lead by 11. And the second quarter will get underway just after this short break. And of course, as we've always seen with LeBron James, it's not just about the numbers, but his tremendous leadership.
I put all the pressure on me to be better and come through for my teammates. This is the position I put myself in. It's the position I put our team in, and as the leader and the guy that goes out there and make things happen, that's the way it's going to be.
Well, that there is straight talk from a man who does not pretend. LeBron James with a textbook example how to take responsibility and lead.
And Kevin, that's why he is the king. He doesn't say, hey, I'm just one of the 5 guys. No, he knows who he is and what he has to do. Bottom line, he's the man. Climb on my shoulders, and I'm going to take you to the promised land.
Welcome back, folks. We'll see if we're in store for a more tightly contested quarter as we move here into the second. And taking a quick look here at the hustle stats for the Warriors.
Boy, they've really amped up the pressure at the defensive end, guys, and have piled up the steals in the early going.
Yeah, and one thing, Clark, I've noticed is how quick their hands have been tonight. Thanks to that, they've gotten a lot of points off of turnover.
Livingston is out there with Ian Clark. Then there's Harrison Barnes. Then it's Rush, and it's Bogut, and at the center filling out the middle. So that's the group out there for Golden State. Green, he's checked in for Golden State. Curry comes in for Sean Livingston. Love's checked in for Cleveland. Outside Curry. Great use of the pick to create room for the jumper.
I tell you what, fellas, we're seeing some really good ball movement out there.
Definitely. 10 of their last 12 points have come off assists.
Unable to get the ball in bounds, they get called for the 5-second violation. For so long, there has been this mindset that Golden State wins through offense, but their defense, Gia, you were talking about this, is where the true strength of this team lies.
Yeah, I think that's what's really allowed them to separate when you look at the rest of the league. I mean, they led the league in opponents' field goal percentage last season, and some nights the shots weren't falling, but the defense always showed.